And we lost. Great. Love getting a champion mom that we can't beat with this challenge. Alright, I'm gonna check my phone because we just lost. Alright. Back into this. Cool. Get a bomb, maybe get the red chest. Or that gold chest, sorry. If I was really patient, I'd just wait for all these flies to group up with Hooter and then get them on, but I'm not patient, so I was going to wait for them to all group up though. More flies we can get, the better, because those are just kind of free. And we got two of those guys at the same time. And we get 2 charges from champions, I believe. Got that one as he was disappearing. Wasn't expecting to take damage there, unfortunately. Lil Steven is actually really good because he's got homing, so I don't have to worry about kind of trying to shoot somebody. I can just kind of, you know, especially if we run out of charges, we can utilize him. So I agree with his. I agree with his 2-star rating there. There we go. Lost 1 charge off of that room. Hampson's lock again. We saw that on the last run. I mean, for rooms like this where we're not particularly worried about beating the room, because we know we can do it with just Steven. I mean, he does like, I think it's 3.5 or something. Get up to full charges here. More than. I wonder if you know, the battery item that stores up your charge. I wonder if it lets you store up to 40 on this or not. Because that would be a cool, like, synergy is like, oh, it lets you store up to 40. 40 charge or whatever. We're gonna take as long as possible on this room, apparently. I'm gonna push all this stuff. I say apparently because I'm pushing the chests, but they're not going where I wanted. Unlock this bomb. Bomb this one to get this bomb. And then bomb this one to open all that stuff. And you know, if we were playing a normal run, I'd be pretty happy about this, but fortunately we're not playing a normal run. Getting Dolly and, I mean, Mom's Ring is nice. Would have wished that Dagaz was what's it called instead? But it's okay. Soul of Lilith would have been the best. I guess Soul of Bethany might work with this challenge too, because she gives it gives her it gives her wisps, so then we'd have wisps to use. I mean, we have extra bombs, and it looks like Secret Room might be here. It was. Got coins in it. Okay. We haven't been to our shop, but we can't go to our shop because we don't have a key. Super Secret's going to be off this bottom room, which we'll backtrack a bit for. And Super Secret. The good thing about this room with Steven is that we can still do the room without having to use our charges. We're supposed to watch out for these red fires. Which I heard Grapefruit say that they can only shoot once, I think, is what he said. Which is wild to me because I feel like I've definitely seen them shoot more than once, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Endless Nameless, great. Pick that up to drop it. I mean, it's nice in some runs, but as this run is very, like, kind of stagnant about what you can and can't do, because you want to have a way to have health. Impress this damage up. I mean, it's not going to do anything. Press speed up, I get it, but not run saver or anything if I use it later. And the fact that I didn't use it, whatever, right? Sorry, texting people as I half-heartedly walk to our boss fight. Even. Sorry if I'm seeming kind of put out. I had a not super enjoyable experience last night when I tried to play with some people that I'm not really friends with anymore. It always tells me that there's one person watching, but it never tells me if there's actually a person watching, so I'm always like, maybe there's not really anyone and it doesn't matter anyway. You know? Not one of the worst feelings in the world. But if there really is one person watching, I'm glad you're here. You know? You don't go unnoticed. No view goes unnoticed. Not on the YouTube channel, not on the Twitch VODs. I appreciate y'all tuning in if you do tune in, and even more if you're watching after the video comes out. I want you to know that I care. I do care. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. You're there. You're watching, and you know, if you are interacting or subscribing, I also appreciate it. But if you're not, still okay. I like to. The reason I do Twitch is because I want to feel like I'm playing for people and not just playing for myself, you know? I'm so tired of just playing for myself, you know, for my own enjoyment. That I revel in the enjoyment of others. I know it's a weird way to say that, but I think the point comes across. I enjoy other people's enjoyment. If I can find a way to make someone happy, I will do it in a heartbeat. And if that takes me playing Isaac on stream for multiple hours, sure. If it takes me doing something else, just let me know. You know? If you're tuning in, you're like, oh, well, this is boring. Suggest a new game. Suggest something for me to play. I'll look into it. I'll see if I can afford it if it's a game that I don't have, or if I have to purchase it. I'll see if I can afford it. And how does car battery work with this pot? Like, would it eat all my charges really fast, or would I get twice as many flames per charge? Because I know with Guppy's Paw, it'll just eat 2 hearts, which we'll have to watch out for. I mean, fanny pack Sure. Let's take it. Let's take it and let's see what it does. And if it ruins the run, it ruins the run. Oh well. It doesn't look like it does anything. And maybe we get... Yeah, it doesn't really seem like it does anything. I need to stop doing that. I don't know. Feels like we definitely spewed a lot of flames and we got a decent amount of charges back for it. There we go. Paper. We got a pretty lucky angel deal there. The void. I mean, doesn't really do anything for us because well, only stat ups we can really use are luck and speed. And if I was going to use it, I'd get rid of Guppy's Paw, which could kind of put us in danger later, but whatever, we'll take it. If we need to, we can always use Soul Hearts or something to use it later. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. Charges. But like I was saying, I notice when people tune in, I notice the views on post Twitch. I check them pretty usually per day. I see like, oh, this VOD's got this many views. And if the highlights aren't like, if people don't enjoy the highlights, like I've only released one highlight because I felt like it was highlight worthy to kind of show that I have some merit as a Isaac player, you know, because it was like, oh wow, I really did get all of the achievements that I needed to get in 45 minutes of streaming. What do I do now, right? Like, whereas this challenge, I mean, it's taking forever. Who knows, I might do like a HUT style video and try and edit some stuff together into a this challenge or whatever, and go back through the VODs and find what my favorite moments and my worst shortcomings and stuff, like the Isaac run we had the other day, or the one where we got to Isaac the other day, where we ended up kind of falling flat as the run came towards an end, and I didn't have it. I couldn't get it with just the two companions that we had there. I mean, that guy almost remade himself before we even got him. With Steven here. There we go. And just taking it slow so that I don't have to worry about getting my charges as much. Gonna back up so that I don't have to shoot at these guys from close range because the pot doesn't work at that range. And then we're gonna go back and pick up these red hearts. Or at least one of them, because we're only missing one. We got hit twice. Easy. Let's just use Dagos to get rid of the Curse of the Blind anyway. But I was saying, get rid of one. We lost our Eternal Heart there. But yeah, I do appreciate it, tuning in and whatnot. But yeah, I might make a highlights of this where I just kind of show the best runs, the ones where I just kind of gave up and quit kind of early on. You could tell. But I'm not sure if people think that's a good idea. You can tell me on YouTube in the comments, or tell me in chat right now if there's anybody listening. I'll check that in a second, but I don't know. Not everything's for everyone, I guess. No, I don't have to sit here and go, oh, that this streamer did this, I should do this. Whatever, right? That just leads to me becoming a same old. So maybe, I don't know. I never really thought about doing a lot of stuff on YouTube, because I didn't really think about that. Let's go. Get some spiders. or as Invictive, Sissy, how you doing, Sissy? But you know, some maybe I just might stick to doing. I didn't really ever think about doing like big on the YouTube channel, and I was just gonna upload all the VODs to there and focus on my content around doing this, around the streaming. But as I play more and more games, it's kind of obvious that my computer is not up to code when it comes to being able to stream more intensive games. Like Valorant. When I tried to stream Valorant, it was miserable. It was a terrible try. It was a terrible idea. It was unenjoyable to watch. It felt unenjoyable to play. I felt like anybody who was watching me was like, oh god, I'm just watching this guy so I can get my drops instead of trying to watch him play Valorant because I think he's actually interesting. You know, like, and maybe that's just the inside of me talking, but I think a lot of that was because of how poorly my computer was running. I forgot that our secret room was there. I was like, oh yeah, this is where our super secret should be. No. Experimental treatment could give us a health down. Gives us a health up. That's nice. And we got Eternal Heart at the end of that fight. So we do get our health up again. There we go. Skip that double deal because we don't want double deals, obviously. And I know I could have avoided it, but that would have gotten rid of. That's the problem with picking up the paw in the void, because then I have to be like, am I going to lose 2 health to pick this up or whatever? Locket, keys, heal hearts or whatever, right? Unfortunate there. Lost our bone heart. If we can figure out how to get these guys. I know they stop in place and shoot 3 times, because Sinvicta talked about how they shoot. Gosh. Just gonna have to use the flames strenuously here. We've got 23 soul flame, or soul charges though. I'm not too worried about it. But I heard Sinvicta a while ago talk about how you should probably never, or he was getting upset with himself because he got hit in the middle of a run by a bony, and he was like, I should never get hit. He wasn't saying that every player of Isaac, like, it's okay to get hit by stuff. He was saying he personally feels like he should never get hit by those guys because they stand still, they lock on, and then they shoot where you are. And the only way you can really get hit by them is if you walk directly at them, or if you refuse to like move out of the way. Basically, you stand stock still. I'm just doing like the bomb pushing method to try and get these chests, and I mean, we got what, 1 bomb off of that. It's not amazing. That's where our super secret room is, in this last room we were just in. Blow that guy up. What is this? Tank depths 1. Okay, so we've still got 1 floor that we could get a cool red health. We got 1 floor we could still get a chop on. So we'll not buy our coin, or we'll not spend all our coins buying useless stuff just yet. No deal because we took red health. We got our speed up, which is nice. Not doing terrible on charges because we've got like a total of 26 with the soul hearts. And we've got this power card to use if things get dire. Might just use this room as an opportunity to, 1, use the brimstone guy to get rid of the other guys because they're not immune to the brimstone damage, but also use Steve to just get kind of free charges in that room. This room, however, cannot be ignored. These guys are just simply too difficult. And Soul Heart, because we already got our small rock, so we don't have to worry about not getting our stuff. We need to watch out for when Sissy makes those people into charmed enemies, because they will give us free charges potentially if they just run into each other. Because I think in Repentance Charm got quite quite buffed, if I remember correctly. We can throw our flames at a diagonal. Also important to remember. See, like, that's what I was talking about, getting the battery here. See if we can get 2 times the charges on our active item. Buy this. No reason to buy a moving box other than to just buy it because we have coins. Whatever. Urn of Souls. That back up. I'm not gonna take the Empress because we want that insurance that the tower provides, little as it is. There we go. Unfortunately, we walked right into that worm as it shot out of that guy because we were trying to dodge the beams. There we go. Is there any red health? There's red health back there. Let's go pick it up. We don't want to risk it. Just trying to play cautious because we have a decent run. We've got battery items. We've got stockpile of soul hearts there. We've got fanny pack, which can even give us possibly charges if we take damage / give us our health back. So we're trying to just figure it out. Trying to get there. Okay, normal mom, which is nice. Because normal mom means we can get our charges back while we do the fight. Not have to worry so much about, you know, about just like focusing on not taking damage. Funny game. Oh yeah, take mom's knife, that'll work. Can't shoot tears game. I almost walked into it. But yeah, unfortunate. Well, alright, whatever. Moving on. Still says I have 1 viewer. Not sure if that's true. Whatever. Seriously. Got hit by the death tier of that guy. Twins, doesn't that have a chance to, like, it's like a chance to, 50% chance to give Brother Bart or Sister Maggie. If we can use Steve. This room is just terrible in general. Because these guys are kind of off screen, we can see if we can get them with Steve and I mean, this room is miserable. Especially for this challenge where we kind of gotta utilize our charges here. But I was covering it and I uncovered it. Dude, flames in the direction where no one was. There we go. Soul heart. Or get a red heart back after that miserable room. Glad I spent my time doing it. Don't get mad at me if I get lost with Crystal Lost. I'm very bad at directions in real life. Be nice if these and we got the Degas. Nice. Or yeah, that's Degas. That was really nice. Let's see if we can just do this room with Steve, because trying to use these get the tentacles is just kind of pointless. They don't move. They don't shoot. They just kind of do what they do. Just sit there. I don't think I've even seen them. I know there's like certain ones that can deal damage and they're slightly like visually different, but I can't tell the difference and hardly even notice when they do happen. Of course. Spikes are still active. Of course they're still active. Okay. There we go. 2 hearts back. Thank you, game. Sissy is kind of helping us here too, because she's given us these kind of friendly spiders that we can use to deal damage as well without having to use our pot. I guess it's an urn, right? I don't know. It's all pottery to me. Getting our health back here. Nice. Interesting. Get this guy with her. Even. There we go. Please don't be above this room. Yeah. They're still gonna make us go through a big room to get to this boss, unfortunately. But we do get a room full of poop, so poop guys are at least easy to take out. If I don't waste all my charges trying to shoot into thin air. There we go. Oh, didn't see that guy. Noticed him too late. There we go. And we're up to 20. I think we were at 20 before we got that guy, but for some reason it didn't give us our... I guess battery doesn't work. This is Loki with 2 eyes. This is the 2 halves. When I used to have this game before I bought it on Steam, which means that I got it from somebody. I got it from somebody. They basically, I pirated it, but I purchased it on Steam. Now, I played it once. It was glitched so that I didn't have the. I never had Loki's horns, which means that I never fought Loki. He was like the only thing I was missing in the entire game at the time. So there wasn't. I'm gonna take that. Justice card, sure. I got a little bit of item mess up here. 2 hearts. I should have held on to that instead of just using it. I always just use it by impulse because I don't feel like I need it. But, what was I saying? But yeah, like I didn't ever fight normal Loki. I always just fought Loki 2. So it was like, because it was Loki with 2 eyes, and so I was like, what's up with this? Why do I only have Loki with 2 eyes? And they were like, well, in later, like I asked Reddit or something, and Reddit was like, well, in later game, once you get past that achievement and you unlock Loki 2, you can only find Loki in easy mode. So I played easy mode for like maybe like 100+ runs. Never found Loki. And I know that sounds like a big, like a tall tale or a stretch or something, but I genuinely think I played it for maybe 100+ runs and didn't get anything with, no runs with Loki. Kind of using all our soul charges here. It does seem like we're burning out of our soul charges a lot slower, so maybe the battery does work, or the car battery does work, and we have been using our charges slower. I mean, we still used all our charges plus 6 to get that. Angel deal? No, okay. Tried. These guys give us 2, I think, because they've got the little fly, maybe? Whatever. These guys only give us 1. There we go. Whatever. We got 2 more charges. Plus 4, because we picked up 4 in that room. Unfortunate that we lost our, kind of our protection there. And we lost our Rotten Heart immediately in the next room. But that's okay. You can go back here. We lost our protection being the Sacred Heart. Because the Sacred Heart doesn't matter on this floor. It's where we're fighting Isaac. But still like to, you know, This is the one with the, yeah. Hot mimics, whatever. There we go. There we go. Super secret? Nah. Wishful thinking on that one. Because, I mean, we're fighting Isaac on this floor, so it doesn't matter if we have our Sacred Heart at the end of the floor or not. We're not gonna get that extra heart. I'm feeling pretty confident about this one. We've got decent amount of charges and soul hearts mostly. And I mean balls of steel, that's great. And we haven't been like burning through all of our stuff in every room. And we have plenty of soul hearts. We have plenty of normal charges. Hopefully we can pull through on this one. I mean, we get even 2 more here, and Squeezy giving us a total of 32 charges plus 8, so we've got 40 charges. It's almost as if the battery works. Imagine. Seeing if Super Secret was off the same room. We can even do this in this room if we want to. See if this guy will pay up with anything decent. Some red chests, some gray chests. Okay. He's gonna blow himself up, that's what. I'm not gonna fix him. I'm gonna save him. Pheromones, whatever. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. This is it. The fight. Is it just me, or is there like a flashing light underneath me? And boom, we did it. Only took 24. And there we go, we get Purgatory. Purgatory is a good item. I didn't know that was locked behind that challenge.